Good evening. Well, I'm one of those waspy women you keep hearing about who's had to wait forever to get a pension. So I started this new career as a stand-up comedian. However, I did go to a job interview today, but I'm probably not supposed to tell you about it because it was for MI5. At the job interview, they said to me, Judith, what qualities do you think you can bring to this position? And I said, well, as a middle-aged woman, I am, of course, invisible. People think that middle-aged women are sad, lonely creatures without any great emotion or passion in their lives. I proved this wrong recently when my cat died. I missed my cat so much that I went to one of those cat cafes, and whilst I sat there, all the cats kept going straight past me to the woman at the next table. The bitch had a can of tuna with her. Anyway, however, I'm not a sad, lonely cat lady because I happen to be married to an attractive younger man. However, he is emotionally unfaithful to me with a multi-million-pound organisation that is a North London football club. He says that I'm unable to share his passion because as a woman, I can't understand the offside rule. I said to him, that may be true, but I do know about men being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Without VAR. So he scored an own goal there. When his team loses, he tosses and turns all night and keeps me awake. So I wanted a divorce. But I missed the transfer window. Anyway, it may be my age, but I don't get this hipster culture. It's not just because I prefer men with clean-shaven faces and their balls camouflaged with pubes. I think that hipster culture is about taking something really ordinary, making up a story about it, so then you can sell it for a lot more money. For instance, I bought some genuine Nordic sea salt that cost £8 for 10 grams of salt. However, I did know it was genuine sea salt because it has all these tiny little bits of coloured plastic mixed in with it. Another thing I'm not really getting is this new form of sexuality being a demisexual, which seems to refer to the sort of people who don't go to a bar, get drunk, and have sex in the toilets with the first person they meet. Now, when I was young, that was called not being a slag. The other thing I'm having an issue with is people marrying themselves. Does that mean you're gay if you marry yourself? Or is it yet another form of sexuality? Narcissism, for instance. And what happens on the wedding night when you marry yourself? Are you forced to masturbate in order to consummate the marriage? Anyway, I don't want you to get the impression that being a middle-aged woman is all bad, actually. Because I was reading recently in that amazing source of information, the Metro, that as women get older, the clitoris gets larger. So men might actually be able to find it now. And the other thing is that I do believe that if I ever found myself alone in the Oval Office with Donald Trump, he wouldn't try to grab my pussy. Thank you. Good night.